If you watch this video, it might just change your life and the way that you look at yourself as a whole. To keep things short and sweet, don't take anything personally. Not from others, and not even from yourself. Stick with me as this could get a little bit meta, but in the book The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, he talks about one of the core principles for attaining inner peace, and that is when you take something personally, you are agreeing to what was said. And if what was said was toxic or hurtful, you're choosing to ingest that poison. We do this because of something called personal importance. We're socialized to believe everything is about us in this world, but that's not the case. Everyone lives their own lives shaped by their own upbringing, their own filters, and their own programming. So when someone insults you or lashes out at you, it's rarely ever just about you. It's really a reflection of everything that they've experienced up to this point. Growing up, some people absorb toxic patterns and they repeat them. Others who choose to be more self-aware and proactive, they reject them completely. I try to be in the second group. If someone's yelling at me or attempting to degrade me, I tune it out. Not because I don't care about what was said. Well, maybe that depends on the person that we're talking to, but that's against the point. But it's because I'm refusing to take on the emotional garbage that person's trying to hand me. And once I see their behavior as a product of their past or something they've experienced and been socialized in, the anger that I have just disappears because it's not my burden to carry. This can even apply to positive comments.
What do you mean by that?
If your identity depends on external praise or validation, you'll lose any real sense of who you are. I once talked to somebody who looked confident on social media but rated her own personal confidence a 5 out of 10. It reminded me how important it is to look past the surface and how dangerous it is to let others constantly define you. Because everyone creates their own movie in their head about who you're supposed to be. And if you agree with that version of you, your real self that you have tried to cultivate and create starts to disappear. So what do? You have to choose to live in your own bliss. Learn to appreciate every aspect of life. Learn to be yourself without fear. Learn to love authentically without worrying what you'll receive in return. In that process, we learn not to take our own thoughts personally either, as the mind is full of conflicting voices, old programming, insecurities, beliefs that don't even match with current beliefs that you have acquired in recent years. That inner war is why so many people don't know what they want. The only way through that, though, is reflection. It's taking note of the agreements that you've made that have created suffering for you and choosing to let them go. People lie, people project, people often wear masks, usually out of fear. But thing is, we lie to ourselves too, whether it's to seem normal or to seem fine in times of life where we're certainly struggling. We do it often, but in that process, trusting yourself means learning to remove that mask and live honestly. These are things that I constantly take in mind for myself. I remember that in relationships, I used to shrink myself. I would hide my interests, the music that I liked, even how I danced, just to seem acceptable. And looking back, it's wild that I decided to let someone else's idea of what was normal shrink who I was. That's something that I'll never deal with ever again. None of these things change overnight, but when you practice not taking things personally, life just gets lighter. You stop feeling envy, anger, jealousy. You stop living in other people's expectations. Emotional poison just doesn't stick anymore. I felt this most after stepping away from Instagram and dating for a while. Not all the noise, comparison, pressure to prove anything. I just started living, reflecting on the different agreements that I had absorbed from family, friends, partners, and just choosing which ones actually still fit the person that I want to be one day. And in the end, you'll come to find something very simple, that you're never responsible for other people's actions, only your own. And when you live in that truth, you drop guilt, confusion, and self-judgment. You move towards peace, not by ignoring reality, but by appreciating yourself and choosing the kind of world you want to live in. Whether that becomes a personal hell or a personal heaven, the choice is up to you. Hey y'all, it's Dev Unchained. Just wanted to say thank you for staying until the end of the video. It really means the world to me. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you want to hear more videos from either the series or just like my perspective on life and more psychological things, or just going back to the gaming content and things like that. But just wanted to say thank you again for watching, and please share with your friends or anybody that you think could use a video like this. So hope you have a good one.